In part one of this video, I talked about going through insurance for counseling versus self-pay. In part two, I want to talk about the individual who's gotten this information. Now you're equipped. Now you know the difference between going through your insurance company versus self-pay. And you decide that you still want to go through your insurance company. What are some things that you want to make sure before you start therapy? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Hi, my name is Rona Brown. I'm a registered nurse, counselor, and marriage and family therapist. And welcome to the Art of Connection Therapy channel, where we talk about connection to God, connection to ourselves, and connection to one another. I create educational videos to help you move toward having the kinds of relationships that you were created to have. So there are at least 3 questions that you want to ask your insurance company prior to starting therapy. The first question that you want to ask your insurance company is if they cover outpatient sessions. You want to find out if that is covered, because if that isn't covered, then you know you'll be having to pay out of pocket, and that gives you more flexibility, as we were talking about in my last video, as to who you can choose, your treatment plan, and so on and so forth. If your insurance company does cover outpatient sessions, then the next 3 questions that want to come from that is, if they cover it, do you have to pay a copay? If you do, how much is the copay? You want to find out this information before, because say for example your copay is $50, but the counselor is charging you a self-pay rate of $65. I'm just throwing it out there. Then to go through your insurance company, you may be saving $15 per session with less control versus paying $15 more and you have a little bit more control. So that is something that you want to find out before you start sessions. The next thing you want to find out under if your insurance covers outpatient sessions is how many sessions does your insurance company or your insurance policy cover? How many sessions overall? How many sessions per year? Insurance companies may have caps on how many sessions they will cover, or how many they will cover per year, per calendar year. Maybe some will only do 12 per year, and then you have to wait and start the following year, or maybe they'll do 12 altogether and that's all they'll do, 12 in 5 years. You want to find out, because if you're going through your insurance company, you can then communicate that to your therapist so that you guys can create a plan that works for you. And then the last thing you want to find out about outpatient sessions is, does my insurance cover only specific diagnoses? Very important, because if you and the counselor are working together and it's discovered that you have a diagnosis of bipolar disorder and your insurance company doesn't cover it, then that is something that you want to know before you start sessions. The last thing you want to do is start your sessions, find someone that's a good fit for you, and then you have to stop sessions in the middle of your healing and of your work that you're doing to improve your life. Another question you want to ask your insurance company, as I talked about in my other video, is about deductibles. Is there a deductible? If so, how much is it? Number 1. And number 2, has it been met? You want to make sure you're finding that out, because if your deductible is $1,000 and you have to meet that deductible first before insurance will pay for your sessions, you may find it more beneficial to just pay outright for your sessions, because you're going to be paying the $1,000 of counseling anyway. So it's something that you want to find out before you start your counseling sessions. And then the last question that you want to ask your insurance company is, do I need a referral from my primary care physician? You want to know that in advance so that you can know what the steps are before you start counseling. You don't want to start counseling and then find these things out later and then having to change when you weren't expecting that. Your therapist, on the other hand, if they do take insurance, will be finding out from their end how much and how long and things of that nature. But you want to do your due diligence as well. Don't always rely on someone else regarding your care. Do your homework, do your due diligence to be able to be equipped and know what to do for your life. If you found this information helpful, please like and subscribe to this channel. Also, you can hit the notification bell to know when I post more videos. And you can also check out my website at www.theartofconnectiontherapy.com. Thank you for watching. See you next time. And remember that connection is an art worth mastering. Take care.